Good evening, welcome to the show. My name is Gemma Hepworth. You're watching My Manchester. Now in the studio with me this evening, I'm very excited to introduce a good friend of mine actually. I won't tell fibs. This is actor Nathan Morris. Welcome, Nathan.
Thank you, Gemma.
Hello.
Thank you, my lovely.
How ace is this? You're on my show.
I'm excited.
We're normally having a pint in pub, aren't we?
We
Talking
are.
about
We are.
all
This is a
things
bit more
acting.
glamorous than what I'm used to.
It is, isn't
Look at this sofa.
Pink sofa. Don't stroke the sofa,
Oh.
Nathan. It looks weird. So, Nathan, you're not an actual man-clad, born and bred, are you? You are
No.
Leicestershire, is that right?
I am, yes. I'm
Yeah.
from Leicester.
But you've adopted Manchester now as your home, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It is
Yeah.
my home. I love it here. I've been here 4 years. And there's just so much going on here, you know,
Yeah.
that I absolutely love. Socially, work-wise, you know, the arts.
It's ace, isn't it?
It's all happening.
Now
Yeah.
for the viewers at home, tell us a little about yourself in a little blurb way, in a little nutshell. Tell
A
us
little
about
bit
you.
About myself.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it all started, I was born...
Not like
I believe
that.
in a natural way.
Oh, heck, here we go. Come on. Less of
and-
the comedy, please. It's a serious show.
Okay. I'm an actor.
Yes.
Or at least I'm trying to fool people that I am.
Oh, really?
And a fool. And I've been
And
doing
you get paid for it.
Yeah, occasionally. Yeah.
Amazing.
I know, who'd believe it? Who'd give me money for that? But some people are, so that's good. So I've been doing it a while now.
I know, you're an old hat at the old acting game.
Yeah. I can't believe I'm 34 and I've been
What?
doing this for a long
Oh,
time.
you
Yeah.
look no day older than 19. Love to
19,
tell you.
really? Yeah, so...
Now let's get right down to it, okay?
Oh, okay.
Less of that.
Sorry.
Right, so where it all began. I'm
Yeah.
going to ask you, Nathan, what inspired you to become an actor?
What inspired me? I would say a combination of Michael Crawford.
Oh, I love his work.
Yeah, Michael Crawford. I was a huge fan of his, and I think I was around 3 years old, and I used to imitate him when I was a wee lad. I actually looked a bit like a shrunken Frank Spencer. I had the hair and everything. It was really weird, yeah. Odd-looking kid.
That is
and,
a brilliant character. Brilliant character.
So I looked like him, and I think he just brought something out of me watching him and other sitcoms of the time, more of the comedy route, so Steptoe and Son. I really
Yeah.
like those, you know, when I was 3 or 4, I used to ask for those rather than my cartoons. I was a real
How
odd
funny,
kid.
you're like a little old man in a child's body, like Benjamin Button.
I was probably a lot like Benjamin Button.
Yeah.
Not as famous,
No.
but Benjamin Button, yeah. So that was... I probably look really old then, because I look a bit younger than my age now. so
Maybe you
probably,
are
yeah.
Benjamin Button. you going backwards.
Yeah, maybe. I think him, and also I didn't do very well at school. I went off the rails a bit.
Oh dear.
Yeah. I just didn't really. I felt like.
Do school kids. This is the image if you don't do your school properly.
Yeah, this is what you look like. This is where you'll end up. Go to school.
What's this?
Don't
this
do
is
drugs.
The
Go to
first
school.
picture we've just got magically
Oh,
appeared on the screen, I
Oh,
think,
yeah.
there. What
Yeah.
was that picture?
That was actually when I.
I think they're telling us to shut up there. I think
Probably.
they're saying
Is that the
move on.
hint?
I think
Yeah.
that's the hint.
Yeah, subtle as
So
a
was
brick.
that rehearsal, that picture?
No, that was taken in Edinburgh. We were doing street theatre to promote probably the first ever full-length play that I did, if you don't count when I played Prince Charming in Sleeping Beauty at junior school.
Oh, so that was amazing. That's such a brilliant...
Yeah, and it was. I was only 16 there.
Really?
Yeah, and a lot of people on there are still my good friends as well. I'm still in touch with them, which is lovely. And we went to Edinburgh and we performed, and I think it was then that I thought, you know, this could be a different path for me, rather than going down the route of a wayward route. That for me was, I think I'm okay at this, and I think I could pursue
you know,
this.
that picture, it's just
Yeah.
like, it's just a cliche actor picture, isn't it? Of
Yeah.
like everyone, let's be a tree. It looks like that kind of captured
It was.
that moment.
I think we were mostly being aeroplanes and making noises yeah, you know, it was real highbrow stuff.
Of course.
And you can understand why that would change my life, you know.
Obviously we mentioned Michael Crawford being a bit of a hero in your life. But is there any other actors that kind of made you think, right, this is what I want to do now for a living?
Oh, absolutely. Peter Sellers.
Peter Sellers. The old school here.
I admire him so much because in the same way that actually, you know, Frank Spencer, Some Others Do Have Him, was a comedy.
Yeah.
But the way he could just make you cry as well with his sensitivity was incredible. And that, you know, sort of, it had everything. The same way with Steptoe and Son, they could turn it into drama so quickly.
Yeah.
And Peter Sellers, because he's just a master of acting in general. He is quite known for his comedy roles, but, you know, the guy could do really subtle, beautiful acting. You know, there's a beautiful film called Being There, where he plays a gardener who really isn't, you know, he's a few tools short of a picnic. So
this picture here, you know, the first image we had of you rehearsing this one is all inspired by these incredible people you're talking about.
I was well, I probably wasn't impersonating any of them, but I was certainly inspired by them to try and pursue something. And it was actually, we rehearsed in a college, and it was only through some wonderful teachers, Sheila Hill, Penny Heavey. Well, it's mainly Sheila who saw me in that production and said, I want you to come to my school and I want you to come to college here and do your BTEC in drama. Now, I didn't have the grades, and but
so they believed in you. It's like a lovely little story. What story she believed?
Yeah, she kind of saved me a little bit, you know. And she let me in and she said, okay, we haven't got the grades, so I want you to retake certain subjects, which I did. And yeah, she just saw something in me, and you know, I met so many good people there, and that was kind of
so lovely. I think we've all got them inspirational teachers in our life, haven't we? And what I always say on the show about Manchester is, once you get in that little kind of network of actors and performers, it's the support that amazes me.
Absolutely.
Of each. I mean, we help each other out in every way. Nathan is going to be on our new show, which is coming on next week. Look at this shameless plug. It's a new comedy show, and Nathan did a prank and a bit of a kind of challenge dare with us, didn't you? So we won't reveal too much.
We're not giving any spoilers away.
No, we're not giving any spoilers away. But you know, you mucked in, and that was all for free. So thanks for that. But no, we've got to all club together, haven't we, to help each other out.
Yeah, I mean, it is a competitive industry in terms of how many people are going for the roles, obviously. That's no secret. But, you know, I feel that actually really early on when I was in Manchester, that people there were lovely people around me, and they were really helping me and recommending me and supporting me in the same way that I would for other people, because I think if you're right for a role, you'll get it. I mean, you might be right for a role, but you might not be, you know, the director still might go, well, we want to go this different pathway. Of course. You know. So there's no need to be, you know, sort of precious about things, and there's always another audition around the corner, you know. It's like when you watch these, you know, people on these big, you know, reality TV competitions, talent competitions, and they was like, this is my first chance. This is my last chance. I'm gonna jump off a bridge because I didn't get it. And you're like, what? So there'll be no auditions next week anywhere?
Yeah, totally.
I really don't understand that mentality. We all get disappointed when we don't get through, and you really want a job, and you try hard, and you prepare. You know, I'm not going to name and shame people right now, but you know, I've been pretty miffed about people who didn't give me roles.
All right, Nathan, no bitterness, please, on the show. but no, I agree. If I've been times I've called you or text you or, you know, Amy, and been really upset that I didn't get a job that I was so certain I got, and vice versa. You know, we have, of course, it's only human to feel like that, but we all know as actors, come on, the next job is round the corner. Lift yourself up. Don't get down.
And I do feel really guilty for borrowing your dress and wearing a wig and going up for that same role. But I was right for it, Jen. I was right for it. What can I say? You know, I feel guilty about it.
Listen, we need to say that Nathan and I did work together once. We have the same agent, don't we, as well, Nigel Adams?
We do, Nigel Adams, Northwest Actors.
Yeah. Big up.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's great, isn't he? He's
He
good
is,
to
he's
us.
brilliant.
He's very good. So Nathan, I'm going to move on to your next picture, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Your next photograph you brought in is, I think it's Shakespeare on the Metro. How random.
Yeah.
In Manchester, St Peter's Square, is that? Oh yes,
That is,
St Peter's
yeah,
Square.
yeah, it says it on the tin, look, yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. So Yona's there and Matthew, I recognise the other two
Yeah.
actors as well.
Yeah, those guys.
It's like a little family, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
So tell us about Shakespeare on the Metro.
That was one of the maddest, I mean, we've done some pretty mad jobs. You get thrown into some pretty weird situations being an actor.
Did you have to recite like monologues and sonnets on the Metro?
Yeah, it was really, really funny because it was filmed by the BBC and they sort of followed us around with these cameras, and it was, I think it was Shakespeare's birthday, and lots of Shakespeare-y type stuff was happening in Manchester. And so they decided what would be a great idea to get people dressed up in what I don't even think was historically accurate costumes, and said, right, learn these monologues or learn these bits and bobs, and then go out into the general public in rush hour.
Must have been so scary.
In rush hour.
Shakespeare as well. Everyone's scared of Shakespeare.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was,
I am.
We didn't have. Well, I'm not sure the general public was scared. Well, they might have been a bit scared.
They were a bit like, who are these people on the tram?
I think they just thought we were pretty insane, and also,
Nutters.
and you had, you know, businessmen making their calls, you know, important calls like this, and I'm there, you know, bellowing Iago in their ear, you know, and they're like,
oh my goodness.
You know.
Well, Nathan, I'm going to have to ask you more about this. I'm
Yeah,
intrigued
it was really
after
strange.
the
It was
break.
great.
Oh my goodness. Well, we'll talk more after the break
Yeah,
about
shut
that. I'm
me up.
intrigued to know more. So guys, we'll come back very shortly. So do join us after the break where we'll chat more to Nathan Morris. We'll see you very shortly.